The small auto shop on the edge of town had seen better days. Faded paint peeled off the sign that read, Hassan Auto Repairs, and the sound of rattling tools echoed through the quiet afternoon. Inside, 34-year-old Hassan wiped grease from his hands, his worn shirt stained from years of hard work. Life hadn't been easy since his wife passed away, leaving him to raise his 8-year-old son, Ion, alone. Business had been slow, bills were piling up, and yet, Hassan never turned anyone away. That afternoon, a sleek black SUV rolled slowly into the shop, its polished surface out of place among the dusty surroundings. Hassan frowned slightly, stepping forward. The driver's door opened, and a sharply dressed woman stepped out, elegant, composed, and clearly from a different world. "Are you the mechanic?" she asked. Hassan nodded. "Yes, ma'am. What seems to be the problem?" Before she could answer, the back door opened. A young girl, maybe 10 years old, sat inside. Her legs were thin, supported by braces. She struggled slightly, gripping the seat. Hassan noticed immediately. "This is my daughter, Zara," the woman said softly. "The car, it stalled on the way." "But," she hesitated, glancing back at Zara, "she also needs a place to rest for a while." Hassan didn't ask questions. He simply nodded. "Come inside," he said. "It's not much, but it's clean." Inside the shop, Ion looked up from his homework, eyes wide at the unexpected visitors. Zara gave him a shy smile. Hassan got to work on the car, but his eyes kept drifting back to the girl. She sat quietly, watching other children outside the shop run and play. There was something in her expression, something heavy. After a while, Hassan walked over. "Do you like to play?" he asked gently. Zara shrugged. "I used to. But I can't walk properly." Hassan crouched down to her level. "Who told you that you can't?" She looked surprised. "The doctors, they said I might never walk without help." Hassan nodded slowly, thinking. He wasn't a doctor. He wasn't educated in medicine. But he knew something about machines, and about fixing things that others had given up on. "Can I see your braces?" he asked. Zara hesitated, then nodded. Hassan examined them carefully. They were expensive, well-made, but rigid. "Too rigid. They're strong," he said, "but they don't let your legs learn." Zara blinked. "What do you mean?" He smiled faintly. "Sometimes, when something is too supported, it forgets how to stand on its own." Over the next hour, while waiting for a car part, Hassan did something unexpected. Using spare materials from his shop, soft padding, flexible joints, and adjustable straps, he modified Zara's braces. They weren't perfect, but they allowed slight movement where there had been none before. Her mother watched, skeptical. "Are you sure this is safe?" she asked. Hassan met her gaze calmly. "No, ma'am, I'm not sure, but I believe she deserves a chance to try." Zara looked between them, nervous but hopeful. "Do you want to try?" Hassan asked her. She swallowed hard, then nodded. Hassan and Ion helped her stand. At first, she wobbled. Her legs trembled under her weight. Fear flickered in her eyes. I can't." "Yes, you can," Hassan said softly. "Don't rush. Just feel your feet." Zara took a breath. One small step, then another. Ion's eyes widened. "Abba, she's doing it." Zara froze, realizing what she had just done. I walked," she whispered. Her mother covered her mouth, tears instantly filling her eyes. No, that's not possible." But it was. Step by step, shaky and slow, Zara moved forward. Each movement was uncertain, but real. For the first time in years, she was walking on her own. Her mother broke down, tears streaming down her face as she rushed forward and hugged her. "Daughter, you're walking. Zara, you're walking." Zara clung to her, laughing and crying at the same time. Hassan stepped back quietly, wiping his hands again as if it were just another job. The car was fixed soon after. The woman approached Hassan, still emotional. "I don't even know how to thank you," she said. "Do you have any idea what you've done?" Hassan shook his head. "I just adjusted a few things." She smiled through her tears. "No, you gave my daughter something no hospital could." She reached into her purse and pulled out a card. "My name is Sophia Rahman," she said. "I own Rahman Industries." Hassan paused. He had heard of it. Everyone had. A billion-dollar company. But his expression didn't change. "I'm grateful, ma'am," he said simply. She handed him the card. "Please, come see me tomorrow. There's something I'd like to discuss." The next day, Hassan hesitated outside a towering glass building in the city. He felt out of place in his worn clothes. But he stepped inside anyway. Minutes later, he was escorted into a luxurious office. Zara was there, standing. Not perfectly, not without effort, but standing. When she saw him, her face lit up. "Uncle Hassan," she exclaimed, taking careful steps toward him. Her mother stood beside her, smiling. "I took her to 3 specialists this morning," Sophia said. "They were shocked. They said what you did, it activated muscles that had been dormant for years." Hassan looked at Zara, humbled. "She did the hard part." Sophia walked closer. "I've spent millions trying to help her," she said quietly. "And you did something none of them could." She took a deep breath. "I want to offer you something." Hassan tensed slightly. "I want to fund your own workshop," she continued. "A proper facility, tools, training, everything you need. Not just for cars, but for helping people like Zara." Hassan blinked, stunned. "I don't understand." "You see things differently," she said. "You don't just fix machines. You understand how things work, and how they fail. People need that." Zara reached for his hand. "Please say yes," she said softly. "You helped me walk, you can help others too." Hassan looked down at her, then back at Sophia. For a moment, he thought of his struggles, his son, the future. Then he nodded slowly. "I'll try," he said. Sophia smiled. "That's all I ask." Months later, Hassan Mobility Center opened its doors. It wasn't just a workshop anymore, it was a place of hope. People came from all over. Children, adults, cases that others had given up on. And Hassan worked tirelessly, blending mechanical skill with human understanding. One evening, as he watched Zara walk confidently across the center, this time without fear, Sophia stood beside him. "You changed our lives," she said softly. Hassan shook his head. "No," he replied. "She just needed someone to believe she could." Sophia wiped a tear from her eye, smiling as her daughter laughed in the distance. And for the first time in years, hope didn't feel like something distant. It felt real. 1500 WAD.